In April 1996, Margot Kidder, famously known as Superman's Lois Lane, was discovered in a stranger's backyard, her hair hacked off with a razor, several teeth missing, trembling and confused. She had been missing for 3 days, lost in a psychotic episode that revealed a decades-long struggle with bipolar disorder. But the events leading to that terrifying moment tell a much darker story, one about a Hollywood that elevates you to stardom one moment and abandons you the next. Born Margaret Ruth Kidder on October 17, 1948, in Yellowknife, Canada, she grew up in remote mining towns scattered across the Northwest Territories. Her childhood was defined by constant moving, never staying long enough to build lasting bonds. Her mother's explosive temperament created a volatile home, leaving young Margaret anxious and craving approval. Acting became her refuge, a way to become someone fearless, someone apart from the instability around her. By her 20s, she had made her way to Hollywood, landing television parts and minor film roles. Then in 1978, everything changed. Cast as Lois Lane in Superman opposite Christopher Reeve, Margot Kidder became an international star overnight. But fame could not heal the fractures inside her. Throughout the 1980s, her life grew increasingly chaotic. She married and divorced 3 times in quick succession, clashed with directors, and frequently arrived late, or not at all, on set. Friends noticed extreme mood swings, manic energy followed by crushing depression. In 1990, a serious car accident left her partially paralyzed and in chronic pain. Medical bills mounted as acting roles disappeared. Hollywood had moved on, favoring younger talent, while Margot struggled with untreated mental illness and dependence on painkillers. She lost her home, her career, and much of her sense of safety. By 1996, Margot was living in her car, alone, terrified, her mind trapped in the lies of a chemical imbalance. Convinced she was being hunted, she tried to hide herself from the world, cutting off her hair and knocking out her front teeth to disguise her appearance. For 3 days, she wandered Lowe's Angels in a full psychotic break. When authorities finally found her crouched in a Glendale backyard, speaking incoherently about conspiracies, the images spread like wildfire. The woman who had once stood beside Superman became a cautionary tabloid spectacle. Hollywood's response was largely silence. She was admitted to a hospital and diagnosed with bipolar disorder, a condition she had likely battled for decades without proper treatment. The diagnosis gave her name for her struggles, but it couldn't restore the career, relationships, or sense of security she had lost. In the years that followed, Margot Kidder became a passionate advocate for mental health, speaking openly about her experiences when so many remained silent. She moved to Montana, finding solitude and peace far from the relentless glare of Hollywood. When she passed away in 2018 at age 69, Christopher Reeve's widow remembered her not just as Superman's Lois Lane, but as a courageous fighter battling unseen demons every single day. Her story is more than a public breakdown. It's a stark reminder of an industry that worships perfection and discards those who cannot maintain the illusion. Margot Kidder's most remarkable role wasn't on screen. It was surviving and living with courage.